Hello. I have our read for the day. So, we have this is a love reading. One partner is putting in all the work. But they have kind of you're the one who's going to watch this. Collective read, so take it how it is. Well, of course, because the other partner's kind of selfish, so they're not going to watch this and go, oh, that's me. It's going to be you. It's going to be you putting in all of the work. You're going to be like, yep, this is my story. So we have two people. One of you, you're the one who's putting in all the work, but you struggle with confidence. You kind of have low self-esteem, low confidence. And the other person who you're in a relationship with, they're kind of just selfish. And I think you're tired. And you're done. Because this is wants energy. So this is just tired. You're tired. And you're done. You're done being the person who's putting in all of the effort and putting in all of the work. You want a relationship with equal give and take, which is completely understandable. And honestly, that's what everybody deserves. If somebody's not willing to put in the work, there's so many other people who would be willing to do that. You know what I mean? And there are relationships that work very well where one person puts in all the work and then the other person can be selfish and, behave however, and the person who's putting in all the work, they're fine with that. But obviously that's not something that is for you. That's not something that you want. It's just you're tired of being the only one making an effort. And so I think you're done. You're ready to walk away. This is completion. There's a completion of a cycle. And sometimes we have to be in these types of relationships so that we can learn a lesson. Even if the lesson is just what we don't want out of a relationship. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. That's how we grow. I knew it. Inner evolution. Oh, geez. Oh, here we go. My cat is really enjoying our reads today. She keeps putting her little paw prints all over. She walks in my incense and she walks along and gets it everywhere. That's okay. She's happy she wants to spend time with me, I guess. Oh no. I don't have low self-confidence. I am told that I have unrealistically high confidence in my abilities to complete things. So, but if we were in a relationship, which we wouldn't be because she is a cat, I think she might be the selfish one because she keeps walking all along my cards all day. So rude. And I'm just happy she's here. Did that take a turn? I think so. Fights for a cause. Fights for a cause. It's not fights for a cause. Inner evolution, immaturity leads to growth. Yeah. You've been putting in work in yourself. You have been, or you need to be? You need to. So and I've been working with Lilith today. I've been channeling Lilith. What she'd like to see happen is that after you leave this relationship is that you take time for you. It's really important, even if it's extremely uncomfortable for us, it is very important to spend time with ourselves to find out what drives us. What makes you you? What makes you happy? What do you like? Because you spend a whole lot of time trying to make this other person happy. I don't think you're spending a whole lot of time making yourself happy. So even though, you know, it's like I know from, and I experienced this too, when after I got divorced. You get through a period, you're used to, whether it's a happy relationship or not a happy relationship, you get so used to having another person around constantly. Even if you're like there but you're separate, right? Like you're there but you're in different rooms. Like there's still this existence, there's still this acknowledgement on an energetic level that there's another person there. So it does get hard and it does get uncomfortable and it does get lonely. I think the uncomfortableness, why does that keep coming up? Because it is going to be uncomfortable for them. Okay. They want me to just drive that home. Oh, look, drive. She just wants me to reiterate, when this happens, this is going to be uncomfortable. Growth is uncomfortable. Did you ever have growing pains as a kid? And, you know, and your mom and your dad, they would feel bad for you, but they're really, other than giving you some Tylenol, there wasn't that much that they could do to help make the situation better because it's just something that your body had to work through. But what Lilith wants to see happen is that you take time and you take space for yourself to find out what motivates you, what drives you, so that you can grow. And once we know who we are as a person, once we know what we want as a person, that's when we're going to see what suits us come in. Because we receive what we put out, right? And so if you want to find somebody who's going to be a good energetic match for you, then you're going to want to take that space and find out who you are. Otherwise, you know, if you don't, then you're just going to be with any Joe Schmo who may or may not yuck your yum, if you know what I mean. You don't want them to give you the ick. Well, do we have anything else that we want to say? I feel like this feels pretty potential beginnings. You have some really pretty potential beginnings once you, once you grow, completion, closure, once you end this, once you heal, and you finish completing this cycle, you're going to have some really beautiful beginnings. Love is out there. Like I feel like I say this a gazillion times a day. Life is too short to be in an unhappy relationship. There are too many wonderful people out there who will be a wonderful fit to whoever you end up being or whoever you want to be. Because we do have the ability to wake up every day and completely start over and be a completely different person than we were the day before if we're willing to put in the work. Change of direction. I love this. I love this for you. And there is, there's a lot of happiness on here. Look, potential beginnings, pleasure, love, cups is emotion, healing is beautiful, love, emotions. I'm sorry, did you need to be up here with me? So you have a lot of beautiful bits of energy that are on these cards. You just need to get away from this thing that's straining you, and then you're going to be able to see how good life can get. And I'm not saying that life is horrible for you, because life isn't horrible for you, but it's also just not happy. I don't know. You're probably going to watch this and you're going to be like, oh, I have a mixed bag of feelings after watching this for the person who this is for. Trust me when I tell you that it is so beautiful. And I do appreciate that you were willing to share your energy with me. It's so nice to see, even though you're going through it right now. Do we have a Wheel of Fortune? No, we don't have a Wheel of Fortune out right now. It's so nice to see that when brings power to action. Yeah. It's so nice to see that even though you're going through it, even though you are unhappy, I just feel the Wheel of Fortune. It's because when you're, all right, let me just find, I actually need to use a different deck. Hold on. Where, choose this deck. So when you are going through it, you're kind of down and you're in the bottom of the muck. And I just saw somebody make this analogy once, and it just sticks with me. And it's one of my favorites to say when I talk about the Wheel of Fortune and the wheels are turning in your favor, because you're kind of down and you're stuck in the muck, right? And you're just like, oh God, this is rough. And you don't really, and you're taking one step at a time, you're taking one day at a time, but it's really, really hard. Here we are. It's really, really hard because, well, he's actually almost out. Oh, because you're almost out of it because you're already done with this relationship. But a lot of times this guy, he'll be like way down here, right? And so like you're kind of stuck in the thick of it. You're kind of stuck in the muck. But the Wheel of Fortune, it turns in your favor, and you're getting out of it. And this is where you're at the top, and everything is amazing, and everything looks good, and everything looks beautiful. So you're like right here right now. You're getting out of it because you're already ready to close the cycle. You're ready to be done. You are tired of putting up with the crap and the selfishness, and you're tired of being the only one putting in the work. But you, so you're already seeing your way out of it, and then you're just going to be up here, and everything is going to be beautiful. You just have to take action, and you're the one who's going to do that. It brings power to action, if that makes sense. That was a really haphazard way to tell you your fortune today. Spin the tale of your story. There were cats, there were puppy snuggles, there was pulling out a whole different deck of cards to find one specific card so that you could picture what I see in my head. But it's beautiful. I think this is very pretty. I'm going to post this exactly how it is with all of the mess. I don't know why. That would be, most of the time I would probably just redo that. The messiness is important, and I don't know why. But you might. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. I hope you make good choices, and I will talk to you later. Bye.